You right there? How we all doing? So, can you play a guitar solo with just that finger, yeah? I know it's a bit silly doing that, but that's the finger I'm going to use because a lot of guitarists use this one, yeah, because it is the strongest finger. I'm going to stop doing that now. Bit childish. Anyway, can you play a slow blues with one finger all the way through? And this is what this is about because yeah, you can use all your fingers and stuff, but if you can't make something sound good, which is really simple, then that's an area to work on first. It's a bit like getting basic cooking skills, you know, if you don't know how to poach an egg or whatever, or make a bit of toast, then whatever you put on a toast is not going to be great, is it? So there's methods for that. So anyway, what I'm going to do a blues just using my middle finger, yeah? In the open position. The secret is about this is it has got to have flow, yeah? Because if it doesn't have flow, it just sounds like notes, yeah? So anyway, let me play it and I'll talk a bit more about it, how you can get it going. So this here, ready? So watch, I'm choosing this finger on this hand and a plectrum. So we got... There's 10 simple licks on this shape. If you want to get hold of them, if you can't work them out from this, you can get it down below on my Patreon page. Now, when I'm playing that, I'm imagining there's a band in my head. If I just play the notes like this, I'm playing the right notes, but what's missing? Anyone know? Put your hand up. There's no feeling. There's no feeling and there is no groove to it. And this is about timing and rhythm, yeah? So if you can get your timing and rhythm right, you can play the most simplest thing and it will sound great. Cup of tea. And as I say, it doesn't have to be hard. And even with just, look, you could just do it with the first bit, just keep this going up. You my foot. 2, 3, and 4. Sorry, mucked it up, see? And 4, and 1, and 2, 3. And 4, and 1, and 2, 3. And 4, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4. So you could try doing that first, just tapping your foot, keeping that flow going, and then you could add in the notes. And to say you can do a lot with just this finger or that one, whatever way you want to look at it. So look, I'm going to do a little solo now using this just one finger again. Look. Now, another little thing what I'm doing here is using vibrato. So if you just play a note like this, yeah, it's alright, but if we go, so a lot of people say, oh, I don't like the blues, but a lot of soloing comes from having a grounding in the blues. Because you can listen to a guitarist and you can actually dissect what they listen to or what their influences are by the way they play. I mean, a good example is that is John Mayer. Like, if you listen to John Mayer, I can just hear Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan all day long in his soloing and his phrasing. So, if you're a guitarist and you've not really been into lead guitar solos, like, just say you're just getting loads of messages come through, yeah? Just keeps looking at them. Just say you're into stuff where the guitar is not really big on soloing, then it's very hard to draw from your influences to try and get into soloing, if that makes sense. So you are what you eat and you are what you listen to as well. So if you're trying to play blues, I suggest you learn some blues tunes and listen to it so you get the feeling, because these old guys, I'm using a plectrum now, but they would just use, you know, you could do it with, look, just. So I'm choosing my thumb now and that one finger again, but I'm getting a lot out of it, because what there is, there's this. That's in the back of my head as I'm playing. I'm not just going. And obviously you will need to do that first, because but first of all, you've got to go through, I don't know, the mechanical and the technical part of it to get it going. But once you've got muscle memory going on. So, if you like that kind of thing, or you want to just get feeling in your playing, and also if someone says you play something for me on the guitar, if you can do something really simple, what sounds good, they'll be like, that's really good. They won't know that it's one finger, they won't be looking at that, they'll be looking with these, yeah, and just seeing his hand moving around. So, but we don't do it for that anyway, we should do it for ourselves. So, if you like the shape of these simple licks, I'm going to play through it again, and then it'll be available down below in my description. So here we go again. I'm going to go through what's written down, so then you can use that as a platform or your foundations to build it up. So, shall I do it with my thumb, or shall I do it with the pick? I'll do it with the pick, because I just played with my thumb, but experiment with both. So remember, use that to create this. Here we go. Other little tips, what I'm doing here before I just go, just pushing that note up. So it's kind of going up just a quarter of a tone, not. One finger, you can do all that, look. So, but I do use all my fingers, but this is a good way of getting your playing going and moving, yeah? So hopefully that helped. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, it helps me out. Give it a like. And if you want to join my Patreon, support me there, you can do that. See you later, bye.